I have a confession to make. When I was in high school, I took 2 years of Spanish, and unfortunately I didn't pay as close of attention as I should have, and as an adult, I really regret that. Because it would have been really handy for this trip that's about to happen. So for the introduction to this video, I'm going to get some help from a friend. Good old trusty Google Translate.
Hola a todos, este es Gary de Ghosting with Culture y es hora de ir a México.
If you find yourself with a little bit of extra time at SeaTac, whether it's because of a layover or because of being at the airport a little bit early, do yourself a favor, get some beachers. This stuff is legit. Just landed in Los Angeles about 15-20 minutes ago, and it's going to be a while before the flight to Mexico City, as it's just a bit past 12:30 in the morning, and the flight to Mexico City departs at 7:55. That's one of the downsides to getting this really cheap flight to get to Mexico City. It's the really odd hours for getting there. So with some time to kill, and since it's overnight, didn't make a lot of sense to pay multiple hundreds of dollars for a hotel room, since it would probably be a couple hours of sleep. So we'll just hang out here in the terminal, maybe try to catch a snooze, and maybe do some work on other trip reports. But other than that, got some time to kill. You know, I've had people asking about how I've been able to afford some of the travel that I've been doing over the past year. And one of the things that I've done with more frequency is to try and find really good deals on airfare. And this was an example of one of those flights that had a pretty good deal. It was a couple $100s cheaper than the normal price, and a few $100s cheaper than some of the competitors. And so it was one of those things where it made sense to hop on it. The downside being that there's this long 7.5-hour layover in LAX. But, you know, we'll get past it. It's been about 3.5 hours of this 7.5-hour layover here at LAX. At this point, things are starting to open up a little bit, slowly but surely, so it won't be quite as boring, but it's really not a lot of fun sleeping on the floor here. And the other thing too is that if you do get stuck at LAX, be prepared to have to hike to other terminals to use the restroom, because they had all the restrooms here in Terminal 6 closed at the same time. So that was a fun experience. The one good thing that has come about is that, much like the previous flight to get down here from Seattle, this flight has been upgraded. So that's going to be nice. Still got a few hours to go before it's time to get to Mexico City. So in the meantime, I'm just waiting for the Alaska Lounge to open and get a chance to go in there for a bit. So in my infinite wisdom, I forgot that Priority Pass is no longer a partner with Alaska Lounges, and so the Lounges of Alaska are no longer available to Priority Pass holders. The only other place here at LA that has access with Priority Pass is going to be located over in the International Terminal, and at this point I'm feeling a little bit lazy, so I'm just going to stick around Terminal 6 here. But the good news is that Terminal 6 does have some open space for me to go ahead and do some work on other videos, other projects, while waiting for the flight to Mexico City here. So we'll go ahead and do some work, and then it'll be time to head to the plane to get on board and go to Mexico. Not gonna lie, that was a really long 7.5-hour layover here at Los Angeles, but they're about to start boarding this flight to go to Mexico City, so let's go to Mexico.
Para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando, yo sigo cantando y sigo gozando.
I'm reminded of an episode of The Office in which Michael Scott decides to go and enjoy some genuine New York pizza at a Sabro in New York. So, in honor of enjoying authentic cuisine, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some authentic Latin American cuisine here at the Mexico airport. So after having a little fun with Chili's down the way there, I decided to go ahead and make my first meal at an actual authentic Mexican restaurant, El Porton, here inside of the airport terminal. And I gotta tell you, the food is fantastic. The food alone is one reason to come to Mexico. I mean, they say that you don't really get a chance to enjoy how food is really meant to taste until you go to that actual country, and Mexico is one of the best examples of that. The tacos that I had were just, oh, they're so delightful. So, but we got some time to kill before heading to our next stop, which will be in the town of Monterrey. So we're gonna kill some time here at the airport before getting on to our flight. I'm not gonna lie, there is not many better feelings than getting a shower after it's been a really long day. You know, I basically haven't showered yet today because I spent the night over at LAX, and the only lounge I could get access to was way on the other side of the airport. So I basically just hung out in the terminal and found out that the Grand Lounge Elite here is a place that offers showers. So did get a quick shower. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy the lounge and do some work on my laptop. But I gotta tell you folks, if you have the ability to get one of these, the Priority Pass, do it. It is absolutely worth it to be able to spend time in a lounge before you get to your flight. Some of them have showers. They oftentimes have some snacks, some beverages. Some places offer food. So time to see what this one's all about. So it's been a really long day and night and next day after doing the trip to get down here. Currently in the town of Linda Vista, which is just outside of Monterrey. And at this point now, I'm ready for a bed. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. But it's fantastic to be here in Mexico. Had a chance to already eat some excellent Mexican food, but we're gonna dive deep into it tomorrow. And also some coasters. So thanks for watching, and next time we'll be heading into Monterrey. So until then, good night everybody. Thank you for watching this video on Coasting with Culture. If you'd like to see future Coasting with Culture videos, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, don't forget that you can like Coasting with Culture on Facebook and follow on Twitter as well. And for more travel experiences, visit coastingwithculture.com.